US. Which temple was it?
Georgia Buddhist Vihara.
Georgia Buddhist Vihara, US. So, without wasting time, we pay respect to Bhakti, bowing 3 times.
It's okay, you can,
Okay.
you can stand. So, yeah, it's okay.
So, but can you read the class with the 5 percent?
Yes. Okay. Please say Namo Tassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dhammam saranam gacchāmi, sangham saranam gacchāmi, dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi, dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchāmi, dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchāmi, dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi, tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchāmi, tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchāmi. Pānātipātā vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Atinādāna vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Kāmesu miccācārā vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Musāvādā vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Surāmēraya majjapamā daṭṭhānā vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Dear brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, today is second day of discussing this sutta. But actually we didn't discuss anything yesterday. So no one participated. But today actually is beginning day of discussing this sutta. This is a very important sutta, especially for this young daughter here, like her age, and it's not only for her age, but it's because now they are growing, so it's better for them to understand and put base, according to this sutra, and then they can grow, and once they are growing, so they are actually following the steps of what Buddha said, This is a very important sutra called PARABHAVA Sutta. PARABHAVA Sutra. So this sutra is in Khuddaka Nikaya. There are how many Nikayas in Buddhism? Digha Nikaya, loneless section, and Majjhima Nikaya, the middle length section, Samyutta Nikaya, the short length section, And Kuddaka Nikaya is Anguttara Nikaya is multiplying, the details multiplying, one subject and then two subjects, three subjects like that. So, it's multiplying the teachings of the Buddha. That means that, for example, like the Four Noble Truths, and whatever all four put into section 4, chapter 4, right? And 8, whatever 8 categories things, put like 8 noble path in chapter 8. So like that, multiplying categories, and then he put one section called Ange Nangang Uttara, multiplying one after one. So we call Anguttara Nikaya. And Kuddaka Nikaya is very tiny, small sutras there, right? So you can imagine these sutras how small, right? This is a small sutra compared to other long sutras, long explanation, middle and section. So this is a small sutra. So Parabhava means downfall, ruining. Why people ruining? Why people gets downfall? Why people they are not following principles, and then they are living like animals sometimes. They don't respect parents, and they don't respect family, and they are not generous, they are not moral, they are not behaving well, they are not disciplined well. So they don't do anything. It's just like like animal sometimes. Some people they do, right? But what happens if they do such things and they are not real human beings, right? We have a mind to think, we have a mind to make determination, and so we need to think beyond what just human beings do. So some people, they don't follow any rules and regulations, right? Some people they are very greedy, some people they are very jealous, and some people they are very angry. Some people they have enormous different types of wrong views, and then the society is not stable, and the family always not happy, and there is no peace in the family. Why? Because husband doesn't respect wife, wife doesn't respect husband, and even if you find partner, you need to find a suitable person. Husband is 80-year-old, wife 30-year-old. It doesn't match, right? Wife is 50-year-old, husband is 25 years old. It doesn't match. What happened? Buddha mentioned here, and they cannot sleep. They always have to protect wife, right? So those kind of things, imbalance in the society, then it becomes downfall. So those things that explaining in this the sutra. So this sermon, it is in Sutta Nipada Kuddaka Nikaya. So it is explaining about downfall, and it guiding us to avoid of doing some downfall activities. If some people are doing some downfall things, downfall activities, so this sutra encourage not to do, and reminding you those are danger, downfall activities, do not do such things. And it is a very short sutra, as I said. And this sutra is special because this sutra delivered by the Buddha, and it start with the evam me sutang ekang samayang, right? Once exalted one was dwelling in Anathapindika's monastery. Have you been to India? No one? Okay. So, in Jetavana, there is a monastery called Anathapindika Aram. Anathapindika's Arame, monastery in Jetas Grove near Savatthi. If we go one day, you can see still ruins are there, right? Where Buddha prayed these sutras and the other sutras, where Buddha used to live, where Venerable Rahula used to live. So those places, those ruins is still there. So if you go with the guides will explain, and this is this place Venerable Sariputta used to live, and so forth. So we call the Anathapindika. Anathapindika is one of the merchant, wealthy person, and he is the one who spent money to build this monastery. We call Anathapindika's Arame. Anathapindika's Arama means monastery. So he built, if this premises built by someone, right? Then people call that names, and then that David's monastery, right? Because David is the one built donated the property and so forth. So one day, deity came over. Deity. This question is asked by not a human being. Deity came over and then came around him and asked questions. And normally when someone comes to meet Buddha, and they are very respectfully paying due respect to Buddha. When you go to shrine room, right? Still you do that. And you don't wear shoes, right? When you remove shoes, you go there, kneel down, and paying respect. That's the way of respecting. Why? Because Buddha is the worthy one, exalted one, right? All-knowing one. And he eradicated all the defilements. And he already crossed this sansaric chakra or sansaric circle. So therefore, we respect Buddha. We respect, we have to respect Buddha. Why we respect? Because we have a saddha. Saddha means confidence. Confidence towards Buddha. Without confidence, we cannot pay respect. How many people having respect? Saddha. Otherwise, people who are, million of people, they all should come and pay respect, right? Only few selected people, they have a saddha. They have a confidence toward Buddha. That's why selected people, they come and pay respect. And even some people, Buddhist, they don't pay respect. Why? Because they don't have any knowledge. They don't have any confidence. They do not know anything about Buddha as a worthy person. They don't believe it. But they're born in Buddhist family. Right? If someone force someone to do it, so then they will do it. Otherwise, normally they don't do that. So came over by the deity and respectfully saluted him. Saluted means not saluting like armies, Saluted means put palm together and kneel down and pay respect. That's the saluted. And he stood one side. What is one side? Not directly front and not directly side, not directly other side. So just like this corner, that's called one side, and sitting one side, and address the exalted one. He said, Parabhavantang purisang mayang puncama gotamang bhagavantang puntu magam king parabhavato mukang. So this is beginning to us, right? Having come here with our questions to the Exalted One, we ask thee, O Gautama, about man's decline. Pray, tell us the cause of downfall. So he came over to ask questions, not only for him to know about those things, but for everyone. Because he is asking these questions because he wanted Buddha to tell the real teachings, real advices to all the people, whoever in the past, who are in the present, who will be in the future. So he asked for them, not for only him. So he came, that's why he said, having come here with our questions to the Exalted One, Gautama, about man's decline, pray tell us the cause of downfall. So, by asking Venerable Sir, tell us what are the downfall? What are the downfall? How people become downfall? So please, Venerable Sir, tell us. So he's asking questions. Buddha is answering to the deity's question. First answer, Suvijano bhavang hoti, Suvijano parabhavo, Dhamma kamo bhavang hoti, Dhamma densi parabhavo. Suvijano bhavang hoti. What does it mean, Suvijana? Suvijana? Easily known, right? Easily known of progressive one, right? Progressive one is who is having vision, who is energetic, who is putting effort, right? And who is following reality, nature. So, Suvijano bhavang hoti. Easily known is the progressive one. Sometime when children there, we can tell this child is very smart, right? So in education wise, we can tell these kids will be in better place, right? He'll be he'll be graduated and he will get such and such degree. And some people can predict because of looking at his the way of actions at the childhood. Some child very dumb, right? And they don't do anything, they don't do homework, they don't study well, and they're lazy, and totally you can see that kind of ruining and his future, right? So, easily known is the progressive one. That means you can use this for material world, and you can say of spiritual side. Material world, that people, they make money, they have righteous living, right? And they are progressive. They focus. They are going forward. They are following right direction. And we can tell, that person is easily, he's chasing to get his goal, to reach his goal, to achieve his goal. And easily known, he who declines. So, some people, they are very lazy, not energetic, always lazy, always sleepy, right? Sloth and torpor. And they don't even do their own homeworks. They don't spend time for his education. And they don't cultivate their mind. When you're looking at inside side, easily known person, progressive person, is cultivating his mind. He tries to stay away from our own things and stay away from bad direction. He's searching what is right, searching what is wrong, and looking for right path. And he doesn't know to follow wrong path. That is the spiritual side. In the material side, looking for a way to earn righteously. Right? In Buddha said in Eight Noble Path, Samma Ajivo. Samma Ajiva means right livelihood. Right livelihood. The way to earn money righteously. Buddha said, not to sell drugs, having liquor shops, right? Butcher shop, slaughterhouses, weapons, poisons. Don't sell them. Why? Because those are harmful earnings, unrighteous earnings. So Buddha rejected not to earn money those ways. Why? Because you are harming others, you are encouraging people to harm. If you are open up a weapon shop, gun club, right? Gun shop. So people not come to buy a gun for playing, right? They come to get a gun, either for hunting or killing. Sometimes they get for protection. Still, the intention is, somebody comes against me, I shoot. Right? Somebody comes to rob me, I will shoot. So still that the idea of killing is already planted in his mind. That's why he's looking for guns. The person who doesn't have any types of idea, thought of killing, he tries to stay away from guns. Some people having guns, they don't know to use it. Some people, they go to army, they join army. You remember the Timothy McVeigh, one of the American soldier, and he was a soldier at the time of Gulf War '91, I guess, when the Bush, the big Bush, the son's father was there. Both of them are Bush. So the big Bush was there, the Iraq War, and he sent there as a young soldier. He's a very smart guy, and he sent there, and then ordered to kill, and then he killed children. I mean, when shooting, you cannot choose, oh, this is older, this is young, and so forth, and then shooting and then killing. When you are putting bombs, you cannot aim exactly to an adult, right? When you are dropping bombs, it's to show that area. So, he killed several people, maybe 100. He came over to US, and then this incident is going, and then it giving me a lot of pressure. And he thought, well, American government is the one encouraged me to do this. Therefore, I must do against what American government did. They asked me to kill people other country. I will take some lives here. Then that idea planted his mind. What he did? He rented a truck. He set bomb with his friend. and he drove that into Oklahoma Federal Building, parked in front of it. Montessori children were there. It's a federal building, but some story, they had different types of activities. One story was school, Montessori school. And he set up bomb and then he ran away. He just walked away. Then bomb blasted. Federal building almost front side collapsed. They killed nearly, including children, about 100, more than 100 killed. Then he was arrested as a traffic violation. He was violated traffic after 30 minutes. Immediately the consequences happened. Right? It's a karma chase. His karma is behind us. He could not away from it. And he was driving a vehicle without registration. Police caught him. He was nervous and arrested him. And they got a little bit doubt and checked all the surveillance cameras. Found this the guy after a few days. And he was jailed for several, I think 1 year or something. And then gave a lethal injection to kill him. And before he killed, and he said, I have one thing to tell. You took only one life. That means you are government, coming to us. You are taking only one life. I took 100 lives. He was still. So I took 100 lives. You are now taking only one life. So I am still winner. Before he passed away, he raised his words. See how this anger is contaminated his mind, right? So some people, from the beginning, we can tell which direction he's going. Sometimes we say that, oh, this boy is very smart. Sometimes always smart, right? When always smart can be danger too. And Unibomber is a PhD person, and what his major thing that what he did in his life, he set up bomb. He created bombs. He's a PhD person, biology or something. And even though he's educated, but his mind is just to create bombs to kill. So wrong livelihood is the way of destroying that person or others. So therefore, Buddha said, you need to away from wrong livelihood. So, if someone is doing such things, selling weapons, selling drugs, and he's not praising by the community, he's rejecting. Why? Because he's a drug dealer, right? Normally say, oh, he's a drug dealer. And he's a naughty person. So, he becomes downfall in the society and even himself. Therefore, easily known is a progressive one. We are talking about number 2, brother. Yeah, number 2. And easily known, he who declines. He who loves Dhamma progress. Now, he who loves Dhamma progress. So, when we're looking at this material world, we can compare this, and he loves to live happily, righteously, right? And who's very calm person, who is very focusing his mind and body, and who's try to understand this Dhamma, the teaching, the nature, the Buddha Dhamma. So, he's learning Dhamma. Learned person. You become learned person. But Buddha said, Sutava Arya Savako. If you learn, you become noble disciple. Asutava Putujjano. If you are unlearned person, you become like a crazy downfall person. Putujjana. Not develop. So you are not even thinking of developing. You don't have any concentrated idea. So it's totally downfall. And he who is averse to Dhamma declines. Some people, they're angry with the Dhamma. Dhamma, oh, I don't want. Huh? What is that? Right? So they hate Dhamma. They hate Buddha. They hate teachings. They hate Sangha. Why? Their mind is not ready to accept any good source. That's the problem. The mind filled with defilements, taints, unwanted things. Why? When we born, our mind is luminous. Pabassaramidam bhikkave chitta tanchako agantukehi upakkilittehi upakkilitta. When we born, our mind is very luminous, very pure, clean, as a child. But adventitious defilements coming through 6 sense bases: eyes, ears, nose, mouth, body, and mind. Chakku, sota, gana, jiva, kaya, mana. Right? Those are the 6 sense bases. Those 6 sense bases directly connecting with external 6 objects. Eyes contact with form, seeing. Ears with sound. Tongue with taste. Nose with smell. And body with touch. Mind with thoughts. Directly connecting, and he's an unmindful person. He doesn't know how to reject unwanted things, how to accept wanted things, because unmindfulness. If you are unmindful person, whatever you see, welcome. Right? Whatever you hear, okay, welcome. Keep in their mind. Keep a copy. Oh, I saw such and such things that day. Then he remembers all the time. Even remember in dream. Right? It's dreaming what is already in the underlying tendencies in the mind, already deposited and staying, an input. So all these are now becomes kind of defilements, taints, fear in the mind. That's why Buddha said, Chakkum paticca rupeca chakku vijnana tinnan sangati passo. When eyes contact with form, eye consciousness arises. Chakku vijnana. Tinnan sangati passo. Because of those 3. 3 means eyes, form, and consciousness. Passa. Contact arises. After contact, passa paccaya vedana. Feelings arises. Vedana paccaya tanha. Craving arises. Tanha paccaya upadana. Clinging arises. Right? So, when you clinging, this is in the way of Madhyapindika Sutra explained, once you clinging, it becomes asava. Asava means brewing. Brewing like a wine, beer, they brewed in many, many years, right? Then it becomes alcohol, very strong, right? So, similarly, whatever you saw, whatever you heard, whatever you tasted, all just in the mind and staying there, it becomes brewing. Very difficult to remove them. Why? Why? Because unmindfully you accepted everything, welcome everything. Now you cannot get rid of all the problems. And there's commanding. Your mind is telling, killing is fine, stealing is fine, sexual misconduct is fine, right? Harsh word is all right, useless word is fine, malicious word also fine, and lying is fine. So he's just judging everything. I mean, whatever we need to refrain, he's judging, you don't have to refrain. Whatever that you need to cultivate, he just say, you don't have to cultivate. Who say your mind is telling. This is whatever is happening in your mind. So what happened then? His mind totally filled with taints, contaminated with taints. Then his mind totally polluted. Polluted mind, as I said earlier, whatever says, whatever sees, all are unwholesome actions. Right? All are unwholesome actions. So therefore, understanding Dhamma, seeing the Dhamma, understanding, listening the Dhamma is the way of progress, way of following reality, way of following right path. If you are not, or if you hate Dhamma, if you hate temple, if you hate monks, if you hate Buddha, then it is declines. Why you hate? Lack of knowledge, lack of confidence, lack of understanding. That's why you hate. If you have any little bit of faith, then you can cultivate that faith. Right? You read, try to learn, understand, and join in Dhamma Desana, discussion. Then you can develop that whatever you have, little bit of dot, that you can develop that dots of understanding in your mind. So now mind is clearing out and removing all those defilements one by one. Now your mind is totally free from defilements. Then mind is free of defilements. Whatever he says, all are wholesome words. Metta, loving words, sweet words, beautiful words, courageous words, right? And whatever he thinks, all good thoughts, He wants to cultivate, he wants to help, he wants to be generous, those are the things that he's always thinking. His thought always very pure thoughts. And whatever he actions, all actions are wholesome actions. He doesn't kick people. He doesn't hurt people. He doesn't blame people, and he always praise people. He helps, clean hand, support, right? Putting his energy, time. Why? Because he's a learned person. He doesn't hate. So, he who is averse to Dhamma declines. So I say, ruining. Right? So therefore, we can tell, sometimes we can tell at the beginning, he's a good girl, good boy. Today I met one family. I went, invited me their house, and little girls, about maybe 3 or 4 years. She's very sweet. She always comes and close to me and, telling me all the, showing me my house and, very, doesn't fear anything. And I thought maybe, she has some connection with in samsara, right? And I saw another, Mr. Lau, that's Buddha Foundation, Buddha Group. He has a daughter. When monks go in, wherever, always, she wants to pay respect. She's maybe 2-year-old, 2 or 3, very sweet girl. And always it reminds me, maybe she, she was such a very devoted person in the past life. Otherwise, how come this, this age, and she learned everything. She doesn't remember anything, but she says something when we chant it. The sound's not clear, but she says something. Even today, the girl also, she's, when I was chanting, she was saying something. But adult, they don't say nothing. But she was, at least, she tries to say something. Maybe sansaric, connection. So anyway, we can tell, this person is going this direction. But only, the problem is, if someone giving him or her wrong advices, showing her or him wrong path, wrong direction, joining to ISIS, forcefully, totally brainwash, destroy, right? Because she doesn't have any courageous or that she doesn't have any choice, It is forcefully taking over and then try to input all these wrong things. And after that, cannot remove from them. If he or she has some very sansaric energy, power, good karma to away from it, otherwise there is no choice. So anyway, when you look at these verses, easily known is the progressive one. Okay? Suvijano bhavang hoti. Suvijano parabhavo. Easily known, he who declines. Okay? He who loves Dhamma progress. He who is averse to Dhamma declines. So there are two declines, two progressives, right? Easily known is the progressive one. Easily known who is declines one. The first two you can apply to your material development, right, in this world. And the, in development and undevelopment. So first two. So materially, your jobs, study, so those can be declines if you don't focus well, doing well. And the second, who loves Dhamma focus, that is in the positiveness of learning Dhamma, following Dhamma, practicing Dhamma, becoming into a better place. An insightful person, mindful person, concentrated person, and following right path, right direction. And who doesn't do that or hates or away from it, he is a declined person. Is that clear? Any questions about it? And now, number 3. Iti hetang vijanama patamuso parabhavo dutiyang bhagava bruhi king parabhavato mukhang. So now, the first one, the first cause of downfall, I understood Venerable Sir, right? And tell us the second cause. So the first section, first teaching, first verses already understood. So is there any? Is there any more? Right? He just asking, and he says his prayer, and then he tell us the second cause, Venerable Sir. Asantassa piya honti santena kurute piyang asatang dhammang roceti tang parabhavato mukhang. Do you want to read with me together? Okay, we can read together. No, I mean the Pali part.
Pali.
Yeah. Asantas, altogether. Asantas piya honti santena kurute piyang asatang dhammang roceti tang parabhavato mukang. Asantassa piya honti. Who are the asantassa? Asantassa? Wicked, yeah, wicked person. Wicked person. Do we have to dear to him? No. We don't have to dear to wicked person. Right? Weak person. And with the virtuous, he finds no delight. Santena kurute piya. Asatan dhammang roceti. He prepares the creed of wicked. Tang parabhavato mukang. This is the cause of one's downfall. So here, all negative. Right? Yes. Also about bad person. So, wicked person. Some people, they very love of, their togetherness with wicked person. Why? Because he's doing all bad things and, he praising, okay, and today, we can hurt someone and tomorrow we can steal something and, and tomorrow we can steal the temple charity, and things like that, this kind of wicked things. And then some people joining with him, supporting his idea. He's not a knowledgeable, learned person. He's not a spiritual person. He's we call asat. Asantasa means asat purusha. Asat purusha. Purusha means a person. Purusha. Asat purusha. That means wicked. He has some wicked attitudes. So, weak people are joining, dear to him. So weak people, they join with weak people. He think that, he's a brave person, right? Why? He knows how to steal things without court, right? And he knows how to do all wrong things without knowing by someone or authorities. And for some people, they think he's a hero of doing wrong things. And then you praise him, you are such a great man, right? Have you heard that? Yes, in the society, they do. People like that, They plan something to do together. One person say, okay, I know what to do. I'm the masterminded person. So I will plan everything, right? And then they say, I go to the second floor. Jewelry boxes are such and such place. And I will get it. So we prepare somewhere. And then I will pass to you. So they plan together. And they praise, support, right? Verbally, physically, support, which is weak attitude. So, all they get together. And santena kurute piyang. Santena. They don't want to close or associate to virtuous people. Why? Because virtuous people always say, don't do that. You have to refrain from it. You have to away from it. And he feels, he is just giving these kind of rubbish things, and why you are telling such and such things. Right? Because his mind is not ready to accept any good things. His mind is not ready to receive any good advices. Why? Because his mind is contaminated, as I said earlier, is contaminated with wrong thoughts, wrong ideas, unwholesome thoughts, and tames, defilements. So those are fear in the mind. So nothing that you can teach him. So if you tell, and then he get, no, don't tell those things. Right? Try to stay away. He get angry. He doesn't want to follow anything. Have you seen those people in society? Yes. Yeah. Maybe in some time in your friends, when you are associating friends, you can find those people. So they don't like virtuous people to associate. I don't believe them. I don't want to go. It's better to play, at home, and then better to use my, Game Boy and stay home better than spending there. So they don't want to associate virtuous people. If they want to associate, this whole will be fear, right? That means they're looking for something to learn, right? So not many people, they get interest because their mind is not ready to accept anything good. Then he prefers the creed of Vict, asatan dhammang rocheti. Asatan dhammang, asappurusa dhamma. Asappurusa dhamma means that not real teaching, not the real Dhamma, not loving friendliness, loving friendly thought based Dhamma. They don't teach any loving thoughts, loving friendliness, the result of love and compassion. They don't talk anything about those things, right? They all talk about beheading is the way to heaven, right? Those things that they teach. And they teach that doing or killing is okay because of God loves you to do so. And some people, they believe those things. But Buddha, what he taught, you need to maintain love, compassion, joy, equanimity, right? Generosity. Those are the things that you need to maintain. Instead of those, some people, they are following against of this, opposite of these things, which is not right. Asatan dhammang roche. The creed of Vict, this is cause of one's downfall. Number 5, iti hetang, we can say together, iti hetang vijanama dutiyo so parabhavo tatiyang bhagava bruhi king parabhavato mukhang. So, again, yes, I heard this second course. Tell us the third one. So he's not satisfied of, having one and second. So he's asking for third. Yeah, third one is also very interesting. Let's read together. Niddasili sabasili anuttatacayo naro alaso kode panyano tang parabhavato mukhang. Being fond of sleep. Fond of sleep, always sleeping. Fond of company. Indolent, lazy and irritable. This is cause of one's downfall. Being fond of sleeping. Niddasili. Niddasili means always sleepy. He doesn't know to learn, he doesn't know to work, he doesn't know to do anything, he doesn't know to clean the house, dishes everywhere, trash everywhere, and husband waiting, wives to clean, wife waiting for husband to clean, and then both them are waiting someone to clean. Right? So always, they have, either sleepy or lazy. Here two things that he mentioned. Niddasili, also that's the second part. So Niddasili, always sleepiness, sleepy person. If sleepy, cannot do anything, cannot work, cannot, because maybe lack of vitamin or lack of, alcohol or, must be some reason, right? So anyway, he's not an energetic person. And Sabasili, he's looking for always company. People and get together and this company is mean that not noble people. Those are not noble people. Why? Because if you associate noble people, wise people, you always learn something, right? They learn from you, and they learn from them. You learn from you. You learn from them. So each other, you are studying something. You are learning something. You are sharing something. So, company, fond of company. Oh, I need friends, right? Without friends, you cannot even read, study, right? It's okay that if it is beneficial. Otherwise, when you get with the company, they are always gossiping, right? Useless talks, malicious talks, harsh words. And the company that you need, that's why Buddha said in Mangala Sutra, Asevanaja Balana, not to associate unwise or foolish, Panditananta Sevana, to associate wise. So, if that company is a Pandita or wise, it doesn't matter. Both of them, all of them, they are learning something, studying something. So they cultivate something, learning each other. Sabasili. Anuttatacha yonaro. Not energetic. Not energetic. And Uttana means energetic. Right? Uttanavato satimato. Right? Suchikamma sanisamma karma. Uttana virya. Uttana virya means that determination. I will do it. Right? You have very strong determination. Now I will pass this test. I will complete my education, the level that I'm right now of what I'm studying. So I will reach the goal. For in materially, you can have determination to gain something material. And also, you need to have a determination. I will sit and meditate and cultivate my mind. I cultivate mindfulness. I will gain concentration. I will go through these all Dhamma. I practice Dhammanupassana. Contemplating Dhamma as Dhamma. Contemplating feelings as feeling. Contemplating mental objects as mental objects. Contemplating body as body. So he has determination, and he is now looking for reaching to goal of overcoming sorrow and lamentation, suppressing physical and mental suffering, and gaining wisdom, attaining nirvana. So all we need what? Utthana virya. We need utthana. If you don't have it, that kind of strong determination, then you will not reach. Even financially, you'll be lost. Right? Spiritually, you'll be lost. You will not gain nothing. So therefore, utthana is important. Here, anuttata chayonaro. If someone doesn't have that effort, indolent. And alasa means lazy. In Singhalava Sutta it says that, oh, today is raining, so I cannot go to work. Right? Oh, it's still too early though. I don't know to read now. Better sleep a little bit more. Today will be cloudy though. So probably I don't go to work. Huh? So he brings a lot of excuses, reasons, and avoid of doing such things. Because of what? Laziness. And if you want to practice Dhamma, learning meditation, learning Dhamma, if you are a lazy person, you never ever learn or gain anything. Why? Because laziness is hindering and hindering your vision, your need. It's covering your need. You cannot go forward because of laziness. So, koda panyano, irritable. Koda. Koda means easily you get angry. Koda. Koda means easily. When you walk, if you hit a little root, you get angry. You hit again by yourself. You hit hardly because unintentionally when you walk, unmindfully when you are walking, you hit the root. Then you feel hurt, pain. Then you get angry. Then you hit it again. Right? When you are using your computer, some keys doesn't work. Right? Then you press harder. Doesn't work. And then harder. Right? So he thinks that this computer is against him. Right? So for little thing enough for him to get mad. Maybe your husband or wife making tea for you. That tea is a little bit thick, strong. And then get it and smash on ground. This is too dark. Right? Too strong. Why you make this little thing? Mistakenly, made such things. For little thing, kodano, enough for people to get mad. What happened in the society, in the family, the unity? So, if they are applicable, those things in their family, there is no peace. Right? There is no prosperity. They are always fighting, arguments, angry each other. And husband and wife, they argue all the time. There is no peace and happiness. Peace and happiness we looking for, not building nice house, right? Peace and happiness you need to develop in your heart. Some people invite us to blessings house, and I always tell, we are not blessing these concrete or concrete pillars. We are blessing for you to melt your heart into a compassionate, to a kindness, to understand reality, to make everything think positively. So we are blessing for you, not to the concrete, nothing to do with those things. You are the one living, you are the one moving here, you are the one talking. So you need to talk nicely. And if you refrain from not saying harsh words, malicious words, useless words, then you are controlling, you are refraining those things, and you are controlling your mouth, your words. Then the Samma Vacha, right words, right speech is covering part of Eight Noble Path. And if you don't do any wrong actions, Bānātipāta, Adinādana, Kāmesu Miccāchāra, right? Then peace is there, right? You don't kill, you don't steal, you don't do any sensual sexual misconduct. If husband or wife or anyone is doing such things, always fighting, divorce, arguments, stabbing, killing, shooting, All this start from there. Where? From there. From the house. Not from the building. Right? Then they change the house. Well, this house is not good, so because we always fighting. Then they go and looking for another house. But moving same people with same attitudes, it doesn't make any sense. Right? So, we need to fix our heart and mind. So therefore, we need to learn Dhamma in order to fix our heart and mind. Then we can seek for peace. We can seek for blessings. That is a real way of blessing. You can, I think you discuss Mangala Sutra. You see blessings? What kind of blessings that Buddha mentioned? Right? It's a real blessings. If you associate foolish people, there is no blessings. Right? If you associate wise people, it is blessings. Mata pita upattanam, if you respect and nurse, caring of your mother, and then caring of children, that is blessings. If you don't care of mother, don't care of children, neglect them, then that's not blessings. That's a real way of blessings. So, therefore, friend, that is, very beautiful explanation here. I think now, is that, how until 10, okay. So here, and this verses is very, very important for the, people who are lazy, who are sleepy, right? And who is angry easily. So, many things that people normally they do at home or in their lives. So it is just giving very beautiful advices and not to be such way. And if you are doing such things, that is downfall. Let us read the 7th. Okay. Iti tang vijanama tatiyoso parabhavo chatuttang bhagava broi king parabhavato mukhang. Now, Venerable Sir, so we learn third cause. Tell us fourth one. Now Buddha, he is telling fourth one. Yo matarang va pitarang va jinnakang gata yobbanang paho santo ne bharati tang parabhavato mukhang. Yo matarang va pitarang va jinnakang gata yobbanang. Yo matarang va pitara. Who are the matarang pitarang? Matara and Pitara. In Sri Lanka, there's a city called Matara. Here, Mataram means mother. Pitaram means father. When they getting older, jinnakang gata yobbanang. Jinnakang gata yobbanang. Gata yobbanang means that overcoming of young age, or becoming decaying, or they are no longer young. Gata yobbana. Gata yobbana means young, youth. So parents are not looked as youth now, no longer. Now they all, wrinkling, and then losing hair, graying hair, and losing teeth, and the bending back and using a stick, right? And cannot eat well. You have to feed them, and those what we call gata yobbana. Those type of signs, if you see, called gata yobbana. If mother or father become older old age, pahu santo nabarati. But pahu santo nabarati. But their children are very rich. Huh? Children have a lot of money, wealth, people, many ways of supporting, but they don't care of their old age parents. When your mother, isn't your mother? Huh? When she is getting older, huh? You need to remember this. Huh? If you become rich girl, huh? You have everything. You let your mother and father somewhere in nursing home and sending someone, check, okay, give them. Huh? Some people they do, right? They don't want to keep them at home. Why? Because when his rich friends come and look not nice, because old man and woman sitting somewhere else coming, and just his kind of attitude that he wants to show that my house is very is a wealthy looking house, and and they want to show that I'm a very rich guy, and then he's just shameful of showing his own mother and father sitting somewhere all, and then sometimes they are coughing, and gargling and sneezing, and those children, they think, well, it's ugly, dirty, right? Have you seen those people? Yes, they do, right? Normally, they put them in the nursing home. Sometimes even they don't go for even funeral rites. They left from them. But they are very rich. They can hire people. They can hire people to protect them or nurse them, feed them, bringing them to bathroom. They have enough money to do that. They can, make a special house, a special room for them, their house. And some people, they don't, because they don't have a kindness. They are not real children. Their parents only just gave a birth, mother, that's it. They think, well, just gave birth, that's it. And then they don't consider mother and father, they have 4 Brahma Viharas, right? Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha. Those are 4 Brahma Viharanas. So mothers, fathers, they have those kindness, compassion, equanimity and joy. And children, why? Because they are not learned. They are not educated. And their heart is like a rock, not melting. And, then those people, they don't care of their own parents. If you are poor, that's another story, right? If you are poor, it doesn't matter, because poor, you cannot take care of them. And better that you put them in a nursing home, why at least they get some food, right? So you have excuse, because I cannot afford. I cannot feed them. We are poor, so therefore I want my parents to be in somewhere happy. So let them be in nursing place, and at least they get some food, morning, lunch and dinner, or some care, or some medicine. But here Buddha talking about rich people who are rich. They don't care of their old father and mother. Yo matarang va pitaram jinnakang gata yobbana. If mother and father, if they are old, who are old and past their youth, yes, it says that, past their youth, that means no longer youth, and this is cause of downfall. So it is really nice advice, right? Who are rich and not caring of parents. Understand? Now you can tell your friends, huh? as advice. I heard that Buddha have said somewhere, he has said somewhere, as when your mother and father getting older and don't left them somewhere, and you still have to take care of them. That is your duty. If you are not doing that duty, that is ruining and downfall you. Okay? Let's move into number 9. Iti tang vijanama chatunto so parabhavo pancamang bhagava bruhi king parabhavato mukhang. So, Venerable Sir, that is 4th one. So, could you please tell us 5th one, number 10. Yo brahmanang va samanang va anyang vapi vanimbakang musavadena vancheti tang parabhavato mukhang. Yo brahmanang va samanang va. Brahmana or samana. Because Buddha used the word Brahmana because in Buddha's time, the worthy people called Brahmana. Because in the Indian tradition, the highest caste, they call Brahmana. Brahmana actually, they are the one guiding, spiritual guidings to other society. So we call Brahmana. Brahmanos mukama. Brahmana, they born from the Mahabrahma. I mean, the groups they born from the Mahabrahma. Brahmana group born from their mouth. Their birthplace, how they analyze. Brahmana group born from their mouth. Kshatriya from shoulders. Vaishya, Shastriya means that the governing people, the governing group. And the Vaishravana born from the thigh. Shudra born from underneath of the feet. That's why they always step on them. Shudra means that lower caste people. They have to clean bathroom, toilets, and they cannot read and write. So, their holy books, and they have to kneel down when the other high caste people going in front of, and there are lower caste people called untouchable. Still in India exist untouchable people, so they cannot study, they cannot get grade. If you write test, you get 0, even though you are smart. They look at name, they know it's a Shudra, the lowest caste, you get 0. They are very poor. And that's why Dr. Ambedkar, 1950s, I guess, and he's the one made these social issues as a public in India. And then he made this issue, and then he brought that into Parliament. And he became, they are kind of guardians of those lower caste people. And he's the one actually wrote Constitution, Dr. Ambedkar, and he rescued those people and they converted into Buddhism. So now India, most people who are Buddhist are lower caste people. Why they became? Because in the Hindu, they don't have a place for them. They cannot even read their holy books. They have cut their tongue. That's a law. And they cannot wear shoes in front of those people. You have to, instead of leg, feet, you have to take into hand. Their job is just cleaning houses and bathrooms, toilets. This kind of dirty works. And we call lower caste people. And those people became Buddhist, hundreds of thousands. And now, Indian people think that, some other group of people think that if you say you are Buddhist, they think you are lower caste person. That's how they misunderstood this, They think, oh, Buddhist. Some people come to me, say, oh, I'm Brahman. I said, I don't care, right? I don't care, you're Brahman, you're wise, it doesn't matter. Temple is a place for everyone to come as a normal person. If you have a PhD, put it away. If you are a doctor, you have to practice at hospital, right? If you are an engineer, you go and work with the site. When you come to temple, you need to think upasaka, upasika. That's it. I'm upasaka, or I'm a lay disciple, or I'm a lay woman or man. That's all you need to think. That's my my advice. It doesn't matter, because you come to temple, you all come and then you need to do everything together. You worship, pray together, and then you are rich, poor, it doesn't matter. If you are rich and poor, you think that, oh, I'm rich, then you are bringing your ego, right? You come to temple to overcome egoistic attitudes. You come to temple to overcome those kind of egoistic attitudes. And why you bringing those things into the temple and shrine room? You need to come here to overcome those attitudes, not to develop. So I told him, friend, you are Brahman or you are Shudra, it doesn't matter. This is an equally caring place. Even you are Brahman, you have to kneel down and pay respect to Buddha, right? So you don't have a special privilege because of being born as a Brahmana. So it is true. In Buddhism, we have only 4 groups: monks, nuns, laymen, laywomen, bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, upasaka, upasika. Just table has 4 legs. If I remove one, it is only stable, right? So as long as these legs are stable, legs are strong, then you can use it as a table. So similarly, when monks, nuns, laymen, laywomen all together, they work together, each and everyone understanding each other, supporting each other, then Buddha Sasana will remain. Otherwise, Buddha Sasana will not remain, right? Monks has their own duty, nuns has their own duty, laymen have their own duty, lay women have their own duty. So they have their own duties. If they do their own duties to protect Buddha Sasana, then you'll be all right. People, they don't understand, and they bring egoistic, and they, instead of cultivating their mind, they cultivate ego. They have to let go of ego. To deceive by falsehood a Brahman or ascetic or any other mendicant, this is cause of one's downfall. Anyang vapi vanibbaka. Musavadena vancheti, lying. For example, like, normally that Buddha put these verses based upon monks and nuns, and they used to go for alms round. Buddha's time, they go for alms round. And the monks and nuns depend upon all contributions, donations. And the temples all depend upon contributions and donations. When they go and ask for help. And then musavadena vancheti. they lie. Oh, you know what, this time all the paddy crops destroyed. So this time I didn't make, that's not true, and I didn't make money. So therefore I cannot give anything now. And then go for alms round, and then holding alms bowl and standing in front of the house. And they are cooking, and they have already cooked food. And somebody come and say, "Oh, today we didn't cook yet, and maybe tomorrow. But it's already cooked food there." And they are lying. Right? Musavadena vancheti. They're just cheating by lying. Musavadena vancheti. Parabhava, he saws that his smoke is there and food is smelling coming, and he knows that, but he cannot ask. Because normally when you go for alms round, you are not go and knock the door and, "Can you give me rice?" Normally they don't say that, right? They go and simply standing in front of the house. If they standing few minutes, if they saw it, they come and offer. Otherwise, go to next house, right? They are not normally go and knock the door. They are not begging. That's the difference of begging. Begging means that you go and ask, "Give me," right? And then it's like a hand signal, to like this, and hands that showing that I'm poor, I'm hungry, and I need some food to eat. They are giving some kind of signal. But the monks, Buddha said, when you go, you need to go and look down and just go and standing in front of the house. And don't bother them. If they want to give, they will give. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. And don't get even angry. And one day, 947, one day, the one monk, he went to one house 7 years. He didn't get nothing. Every day as routine, he go and stop there and wait few minutes, go. He did for 7 years. And after 7 years, his wife smiled. He smiled at him. He smiled. And he just walked in front and he smiled. And when he went back, he was returning, that monk met her husband. Then he thought, he's coming back today, maybe he got something from my house. He wanted to check. "Did you get anything from my house?" "Yes." He said, "Yes." He got very angry. He went house. "What did you give to that Brahman, that monk?" "No, I didn't give anything." "Why not?" He said, "You gave something?" Then he was, angry and quarreled with the wife. And next day came. He was waiting until, "You are a liar. My wife said she didn't give anything. You said she gave something." "Well, yes, she gave something. For 7 years I came here. I never received a smile. Yesterday, she smiled at me. That's what I got." As arms round. So, if someone is just cheating by lying, and that is downfall. Even today, sometimes people will say enormous things, They ask for, sometimes monks ask for support for the temple, we need to do all of this and that. And if directly they say, "Well, monk, well, reverend, truly I'm telling truth that I cannot support these days. Because I have to support my children, I'm building my house and so forth, so I cannot do this time, and if whenever I get chance, I will do." Right? Why you cannot tell truth? But he just want to keep his class, his place, and he doesn't want to show that he's poor or he doesn't have much money, and he's just telling things, and lying, cheating, which is not good. If you tell exact truth, then welcome, You don't have to get upset about it. You just, we do pray for you and wish you all the best and good luck to overcome your struggles and problems, and that's what he get back. But instead of that, he's trying to cheat by saying words and words, which is not good. Number 11. Iti tang vijanam panchamuso parabhavo chattamang bhagava bruhi king parabhavato mukhang. So, Venerable Sir, so we learned 5th one already. Now, please tell us the 6th one. Pahota vitto puriso sahiranyo sabojano eko bunjati sadhuni tang parabhavato mukhang. To have much wealth, ample gold and food, but to enjoy one's luxurious alone, this is a cause of one's downfall. Yes. So some people, they're very greedy of, whatever they possess, and is eating himself without sharing, not even giving to children, not sharing with children, and everything, he's a wealthy person. He has gold, he has jewelries, he has money, he has properties and a lot of things, but he's only consumed those things and he doesn't want to share with anybody. And he's having a lot of luxurious things and he is having those luxurious things alone without sharing anyone, which is downfall. Because sharing is very important practice. Yes, charity. Sharing is important to practice because, Buddha, he did 10 perfection paramita. First one is dana paramita, charity, right? And then there are 7th spiritual wealth. The one of it is chaga sampada. Chaga means charity. So, sharing. It is, dana means it's not only giving to monks and nuns, right? Dana means that sharing, the reason that you are making it to overcoming greed, hatred and delusion. When greed and hatred, delusion rooted in the mind, then you cannot share, right? You are very greedy and you are angry with recipients. And you think there is nothing given, right? There's no result of giving. Foolishness or ignorance, not understanding of result of result of giving, and he's not really clear, and deep rooted of greed, hatred and delusion, he doesn't do any charity. He has greediness. If he has compassion, he wants to give, because when baby is crying, he cannot eat when baby is crying because of hungry. Father is eating himself, 10-year-old boy asking some food. he comes and close to a dining table and begging some food, father doesn't even look at him. Oh, just try to drive him away. When the dogs and cat comes, and meow and asking some foods, and kick him, and then, run to the other corner. Right? So some people, they do that. They don't know to share. So, the sharing is very beautiful practice in Buddhism, because you're showing your compassion, your kindness. If you have a tree, you can share it, at least one with someone. If you have a lot of food, you can share with others. And then, you can overcome their hunger, and you can fulfill of yourself of happiness, because of, you feel that while I share in this and I feel happy. So you can yourself happy of being sharing. Sahiranyo Sabojano, he has jewelries, gems, and these all kind of these luxurious things. He doesn't want to share. That's what it is. Should we stop now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any questions for Bhakti? No need for this personal questions. Okay.
Yes. That's a very good question. And I didn't have much time.
How do you find this sutta? There are 6 more for tomorrow. 8 o'clock. Then we end at 10 o'clock. 3 questions?
On issue of charity, doing dana or whatever we do, I come across this scene very common in markets, for example. There's apparently some sort of syndicate. They bring a lot of people from China, and a lot of them are either handicapped, deformed, and really ugly looking, really deformed. I believe the syndicate are just spreading them around markets. Of course, begging. Okay, when you look at that, of course, very ultimately your compassion is there when you see them in that kind of state, lying down without limbs, for example.
Yeah.
But yet on the other side, you can't stop thinking that there's a syndicate, for example. How would Bhante, Reverend, look at this? See, the compassion is there when you see a person in that kind of state. But then you also know that people are using them.
Yeah.
Plenty of that in most of the markets. You see plenty of that.
Yeah, that's
very deplorable. I would say it's very deplorable condition that it immediately invokes the compassion in you. But then, on the other hand, are you supporting a syndicate, for example?
Well, those people are not real beggars.
Sorry?
Those people are not real beggars. People, they're using it, right?
Exactly.
So some people using it, that is the popular
But
things.
then when you see them in such deplorable conditions, very ultimately your compassion is there. But then on the other hand, you are like supporting a syndicate.
Well, you need to support who needy, and then don't encourage cheating people to cheat. And you have to look at it the main reason why they are here. This is people that if you give whatever you give, if they can use it for themselves, But if we don't know, we should give because we are not sure, right? And if you're sure that that is not giving for them, maybe they give something. But if they are cheating is not allowed.
You would automatically, you would know there's some element of cheating definitely is there. I mean, if this is run by a syndicate, for example,
Yeah.
but you will also know that, of course, somebody is feeding them, like hotel, accommodation, etc. Somebody is feeding them. In that case, but is that taking care of them, for example? So you provide accommodation, everything else for them, right? But it's also using them
To beg and collect.
To do fraudulently.
Yeah.
So, if Reverend, we exchange place, for example, when you look at this scenario, what would you do, for example? But the compassion is there, and then you know the other hand is this.
Yeah.
So you are actually sort of conflict there. Right?
Yeah, because you don't need to get angry or mad or upset of. Compassion is there, but still it comes some kind of doubtfulness comes, and then some kind of complex, and the conflicts is coming, and then it's saying that this is using those poor people, and what you can do is, if they are collecting money, instead of money, you can give some food. That's you can show your compassion. Those people they don't come and collect all the foods. Whatever they can eat at the moment. So you just go and buy, give them, and then you are not encouraging those people to use them to collect money, but you are just overcoming their hunger. You are just giving bottle of water. Okay, you can drink this, right? And you can just open it and give them, and because you are. When you are giving, you need to, of course, that you need to give wholeheartedly, that it is given away. But in this case, there is cheating people there, right? People are cheating. So you are giving this just to overcome their thirsty or hunger. You get something, okay, I'm waiting here, you eat. Right? So if you really want to help, you can do that way. Otherwise, we should not encourage those people to do more.
When you do that, automatically your mind are calculating. Then you are not doing a dana.
No, you are doing dana. You are supporting that person individually. You are not supporting those cheating people. If you are, if you just give them some money and you know that, and then another person comes and collect all those, and then you get more than giving, if you see it, you get mad, you get angry, right? So, why you bring that unnecessary anger into you, doing such good things, right? You need to make sure that whatever we do, we need to do whatever is peacefulness arising in the mind, whatever the way that peace and harmony comes to us. So that's what we have to looking at, that's the practice that we have to looking at. Otherwise, after you regret, well, why I did this? You angry yourself. Then the compassion gone, right? You get angry yourself, you angry with them. So therefore,
regarding the sutta, how can we identify the wicked person?
How can
We identify
wicked person? Wicked person, in order to understand,
how to identify?
Identify?
Because here say the wicked are irritating. So how do we know the person is the wicked person?
Because wicked person is a wicked, crooked, right? And if he asks, okay, my friend, let's go for heroic smoke, heroic. So whatever giving wrong ideas, giving wrong lectures, showing wrong direction, wrong path. If you are doing such good things, for example, you are doing charity works, don't do charity works. Discouraging you, right? And let's go club, and let's go and go gambling. So those are the people Buddha is talking about. Those people should not associate. And whoever not giving right message, not showing right direction, not showing right path, not encouraging whatever you do as for your development, your future. If he is not encouraging those things, easily we can recognize that he is not a real good friend.
This also relates to the Bangala Sutta which the Buddha has.
Yeah. All related, all connected, and then using different words. So we call asevanacha balanam, bala, and asatpurusa we can use as a asatpurusa person that, he doesn't, another way that, papa mitra. Papa mitra means that evil friends. He always encouraging you to do evil things, not wholesome things. Papa mitra sevana. You need to associate kalyana mitra, noble friend, If you associate Papamitra, evil friend, then automatically you are following his path, which is danger. So recognizing in many ways, sometimes he tries to cheat you as a friend. As a friend, tries to cheat you, and then be a good friend, nice friend, and try to borrow some money and disappear, right? And you help him in many ways, and he doesn't have any gratitude of it, right? He doesn't pay any gratitude. So those are weak people. I mean, we don't know what kind of weak people that we meet in the society.
So how many types of wicked person through the Buddha have identified? How many types?
Number-wise, we cannot tell, But he said that, whatever unwholesome, whatever, giving wrong direction, wrong thoughts, wrong ideas, wrong lectures, whatever not supporting to develop your material world towards righteous way. He asks you to do some, kind of unrighteous earnings, supporting to make unrighteous earnings. For example, we don't have to work, let's rob bank 1 month, right? So it is giving some kind of unrighteous ways, ideas. Those are wicked people. Once arrested, he disappeared, right? And then whenever you have a trouble, you call. You lost your the flat tire on the highway. You call him. Then he said, "Oh, you know what? Now I am in the meeting. I cannot come now." Then later on, you call another time, and he didn't answer the phone. You left message, and he listened message. Oh, he said, flat tire, so I should not answer now. If I answer, I must go and help, right? So better stay silent. And later on, you call. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed your call. What happened? Oh, you know what? I had my flat tire. I called you. Oh, really? I didn't know. I'm so sorry. If I knew that, I come right away. That is called Vachiparama. Vachiparama means he is friend for just word. Just friend, like a mouth friend. Whenever help you need, you never come. Those are not real friends. Yes.
So, what are the causes that force a person to become wicked? Like example, we talk about non-self. So, the person can't born with karmic conditions, but some people come with without wicked minds, some very funny minds. So, how can we, in the society, change that? Anything that we can do, or we must wait for the right condition to ripen the need.
Well, that's why, we have a temple, we have a Dhamma talk, we have lectures, we have Sunday schools, and when we, from the beginning, we try to teach them, and then try to correct them, and then encourage them not to associate those wicked people anytime in the future. And whoever that associated and whoever became wicked people, and then there is many ways that we can correct them, having given some training programs, and then isolating them, and then teaching them, and giving some advices, and very effective teachings, for like kind of retreat, like a meditation retreat, and giving for a few days, and then try to correct, his the deeply rooted thoughts to remove. This kind of things, that because if it is, as I said, if it is rooted deeply, very difficult to remove. So therefore, we need to work hard for it. So that's why actually people try to printing out books and sending messages, and then educate them, And in many ways they are trying to overcome these weak attitudes. But some people is still, what Buddha said, when this bottle, this is not a clay pot, it's a clay pot turned upside down. You try to pour water, it doesn't go in, right? It is upside down, right? So you have to, and open it and then pour it. Then, because your mind is not ready to accept, your mind is covered or it is upside down, it's not ready to get anything. So that's why, when Buddha given Dhamma talks, and some monks at the end, some people say, well, it is understood well, it's just like a upside down pot that, filled with water. Real side of the pot, that receiving or putting some water, pouring some water. Similarly, I understood your teaching. And there's this phrase at the end of the sutras, some sutras. And in darkness, we were in dark, you just gave a light to overcome that darkness because of hearing of your sutra. That's the expression at the end of the sutras normally you see. So, some people habitually, they have done enormous bad karmas in the past lives, and they are still not ready to get anything from even this life. They are not ready to get it. Because you try to teach, and he doesn't listen. He doesn't pay attention. Because of, his mind, his welcoming center already closed. He doesn't welcome anything good, any good teachings or thoughts. He doesn't welcome. Well, we try hard. If it is not work, we try different ways. So it is not easy for some people.
So over here, the Sutta also mentioned that for these instances, what we have to do is dissociation.
Yes.
Otherwise, wouldn't we get the Sutta closest to them to influence them to get back to the path?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
For example, if the person is otherwise, Sutta said we have to dissociate ourselves away from these otherwise people. So, like for example, let's say we have compassion, shouldn't we also engage ourselves close to them?
Yes.
And engage them so that
Yes. Yes, we have to have a compassionate to read them first. Otherwise it's not easy. So we have to have a compassionate to read them, and we have to show the compassion towards them. And it's the way of taming those people, not taming people. That's why Buddha is good for Purusha Dhamma Sarathi. He is good in taming untamable. Purusha Dhamma Sarathi. The Casey is a horse trainer. Horse trainer, his duty is training horse. I don't know how to train horse. But anyway, he's training horse, the way that you can ride, back riding and so forth. So, Buddha went one day, asked Casey, curious of, to learn how you are training horses. He said, first, I talk to them nicely. I talk to them with very sweet words. Then, Buddha asked, if it doesn't work, then I will say harsh words, rough words. And then it doesn't work, I kill them. Because I think this horse is not going to use as what people intended. If I keep this horse, I am a horse trainer, so I become unpopular trainer, unpopular teacher. So therefore, I kill them. I recommend them to, he is unable to tame, so you better kill them. And horse trainer asked in return, I have heard that you also good in taming people. You are Purusha Dhamma Sarathi. How do you tame people? Buddha said, well, first I tell whatever you do as a good karma, you will get good result. If you think good, your thoughts are purified, and your actions also will be purified, and your words also purified. And I am telling them the good things, good result, consequences are good. It doesn't work, then I will tell bad result. If you do this, you go to hell, right? If you do this, you get this, bad karma. It doesn't work. I kill him. Buddha said. Then he wrinkle his eyebrows and forehead, that tree, the wrinkles, and then he opened his eyes. And, what? You are Buddha? How you kill people? We heard you are most compassionate and worthy person. No, I have a different ways of killing. I stop talking. That is more than killing. If they don't listen, whatever I say, I stop talking. I don't talk to them for a while until they understood. And then they feel shame themselves and come back and talk to me when they were, sir, I'm sorry and forgive us and so forth. So until that, I stop talking. We call Brahmadanda. So Buddha, very smart of using the same term to answer questions. So that's why he used. So, in that way, we try in different ways, using different method, using different teachers, skillful people, get some support, train them, and see whether this way is work. Doesn't, looking for another way. So looking some positive ways to change or tame. That's what we should do. Yes. Yes, sure. Okay, then thank you for participating, and hope you understood some of these verses, and wish you all the best wishes and good luck, and may the triple gems with you and your relatives, your friends, and whoever are not here, and let us share all these meritorious blessings, thoughts towards them. And also let us share meritorious deeds to all the departed friends and relatives, and wherever they are, may they receive all these meritorious deeds, and finally may they all attain ultimate happiness of the nirvana. Idammi ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idammi ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idammi ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Abhivādana sīlissa niccang vaddha pacāyino Cattaro Dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang. Ayurārogya sampatti sagga sampatti nivacca. Ato nibbāna sampatti iminate samiñjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, hope to see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you everybody for your questions. I'll see you tomorrow. Bring your friends along. Very good.
Buddham saranam gacchāmi, dhammam शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि